What's up YouTube, it is your boy Darriusofficiall and I am back with another YouTube video. I feel like everyone needs an outlet to avoid depression. You guys are my outlet. As you can see from the title below, this is episode 2 of my time with Trent. Smoke and mirrors. Y'all gonna see why it's called smoke and mirrors. Things get a little crazy. Before we start this video, real quick, if you see dishes in the sink, mind your fucking business. But if you don't see dishes in the sink, cause I can't tell, then there's no dishes in the sink. Also, you know, before we start this, for everyone who's 18 plus, 18 years of age, if you're not 18 years of age and you're watching this video, please skip this part. Not joking, skip it. Like dead ass, I'm so serious. And I know your little badass is gonna be the one to sit here and still fucking listen when I just say skip this video or skip this part. You still gonna sit here, ain't you? Because you just bad and dumb and just delinquent. I really hope ain't nobody under 18 on this part. I'm so serious. Okay, I'm gonna hurry up and say it so I can just hurry up and get out.
Okay guys, I mean my OnlyFans is free, so if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. The link is in my description right now, so hurry up and go to that, or just wait till after you see this video. I'm also gonna repeat it at the end of this video, so just in case you guys know and all of that. Yeah, but make sure you watch the story time and enjoy it. Okay, all right. So if y'all remember from last episode, I was telling y'all how me and Trent, we basically went on a date. We had a good ass time. Well, I guess, okay, yeah, he took me out on like a little swan boat or whatever. I don't like to say it was a date at that time because, you know, we just, okay, it was a date. Fuck it. You know, he took me out on a fucking date and then we came back to my house and like we took a nap or whatever. Or really, I took a nap. He didn't. And then he got on the fucking phone with somebody in my kitchen and was like, oh yeah, I miss you. I'm gonna see you next weekend. Who the fuck you gonna see? And who the fuck is you missing while you laid up with me? So I'm not gonna lie, this episode is going to be, sort of a lot. Oh wow. So okay, anyway, so yeah, that's where we left off, and yeah, let's jump into the story. Okay, so after that night when I made him leave, cause you know I had lied and told him that my cousin was coming over. Yeah, and I just made his ass leave because I was just like tired of looking at him like, bitch, who the fuck is you talking to on the phone to my son? Yo ass missed him. Like, is you cool? You're a weird ass nigga. Like, the fuck? So, the next day he was texting me and he's like, yo, like, what's up? And I'm like, what's up, Trent? And he's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm busy. Lying again because I'm not trying to see you. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, I'm just kind of over the whole, I'm just over niggas at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mindset is ill. Like, y'all just be, the fuck do y'all be on? Like, y'all just, ugh. So when he was texting me, I was just like, but then another part of me also was trying not to get upset because granted, for one, at that point, I didn't know who he was on the phone with, like who he said he had missed. And also too, like me and him, we've been friends for 3 years. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know you not talking, you don't have a girlfriend right now. But I mean, I don't, like, you know, I just found out that your ass was into niggas. So like, who are you saying that you missed? You know, it was just giving weird. But also too, I said all that to say, like, he didn't owe me shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just started trying to be interested in each other. So I was trying to give him a little bit of leeway. But the next day I was just irritated as fuck. So I'm just like, okay. So that whole day he was trying to see me, I was really avoiding him and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. Really for the next few days, I was avoiding his ass. So yeah, after, you know, that night, a few days later, funny thing is, I ended up going out. It was somebody's birthday, but I was like, I was invited by some of my friends basically. So we ended up going out to the club out here in Houston. And I'm not gonna say the club. I'm not gonna say the club, but anyway, it was like an outdoor type, indoor type vibe or whatever. Like they have a club inside and then they have a club on the outside as well. So you know, okay, let's start from that day. So that day ended up coming. My friend ended up inviting me. He was like, yeah, you want to come out with, my friend was like, yeah, you want to come out with us and shit. And I'm like, yeah, like I'll slide. So I'm like, all right, well, let me invite my cousin. So I end up inviting my cousin and she's like, yeah, I'll come too. And sure shit, like a couple of our friends end up like coming or whatever, right? So by 8 o'clock, we all like getting ready at my cousin's house. We about to go outside. We just having fun. We doing our little thug thizzle. We doing our little thing. We doing our motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? We doing our little thug thizzle. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm fly as hell. Then it's time for us, you know, we pre-gaming and shit too, like we taking shots, whatever. Mind you, like I was texting Trent and shit like that day, but not really. Like we weren't really like, I don't know y'all, I just wasn't really feeling it. Like I just, you know what I'm saying, I just wasn't feeling it. I was fucking, cause I'm just like, y'all, it's that the little shit irritates me. Y'all know that. The littlest of shit. Why are you on the phone in my house telling somebody you miss them? Like I can't hear you. My room is right there. And you in my, like what? You in my kitchen. I'm in an apartment. I can hear you. The walls are thin.
bucko? Are you silly? Are you slow? Are you dumb? Goofy? Crazy man? Anyway, we all hop in our cars. I had drove my car, my cousin drove her car, and some of my friends had rode with me, and some of her friends rode with her, or our friends. Everybody was split up into 2 different cars, basically. Y'all, we get to the place, and you know, we finally go in. We go to like the outside part of the club. Remind you, it was like 2 parts. It was the outside and the inside part of the club, and we have a section, y'all. So we got a section, and we got hookahs, we got a bottle. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, as soon as I walk in, the section was already there. The birthday people was already there. They already had the section cool. And they like, well, shit, upon walk-in, take a shot. As soon as we get to the section, they like, take a shot, take a shot. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already took like a couple of shots back at the crib, at my cousin's crib, because we done already pregame. So I'm like, all right, boom. So y'all, by this point, I'm like, I'm getting tipsy as fuck. Like, when we walked into the club, we done took like 4 shots off rip. My cousin twerking, she throwing ass. My friends, they drunk and high, and just, it was a vibe. So I'm like, let me go buy the birthday girl a shot, because I'm just like, you know, I don't know who got this bottle, but they low-key working this motherfucker. Like, they was working the fuck out that bottle, right, y'all? Like, they was working the fuck out the bottle. So I'm like, let me just go get the birthday girl a shot. Just cause, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like I just wanted to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know the girl for real, but I'm just like, shit, y'all didn't invite me to the motherfucking section. Cool, shit, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I walk over there to the bar, and I go get birthday girl a shot, bring it back to her. She's like, oh, thank you. She's like, you so handsome, you so sweet, and blah, 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 and blah, such and such, and told me about you. I watched one of your YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh, dope. So I'm like, oh, so you familiar with me? She's like, yeah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all, me and her take that shot together. Then she's like, you want to do a lap around? And I was like, a lap around? And if y'all know what a lap around in a club is, it's very self-explanatory. It's just like, when you lit, make your way around the club, mingle, get to know people. You know what I'm saying? We be stopping at everybody's section, just like seeing what they on. Like, what y'all on? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but we be doing lap arounds. Thinking about it sober is funny as hell, because like, why the fuck are we just going around the club lapping around? You know what I'm saying? But so me and the birthday girl, this girl that I don't know from shit from running a can of paint, I'm just drunk and friendly. I'm like, yeah, let's do a lap around. So y'all, we walking through the club, we stopping at people's section. We like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm complimenting the girl, like, you look good, you look good. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm peeping out the scenes, scoping out the scenes. It's getting too good. At this point, we still on the outside of like we're still in the outside part of the club. Like, all of this is enclosed, but like they have an outside part that's like covered, but you can like, it's outside. You know what I mean? Imagine like a big ass cabana. Like, that's what it's like, so sort of. So we still outside, but then we make our way into the enclosed part of the club, like where it's like there's no outside part, right? And so we walking through the section there or whatever, through the sections and shit. Y'all, we done did this shit for maybe like a good 15 minutes. We get to this one section, and like, it's like, y'all, this shit is so embarrassing. Fuck. Mind you, it's like hella people in this section. It's like hella, well, I'm not gonna say, okay. We get to this one section, it was probably like a couple of people in the section. It was some girls and some guys. But the enclosed part of the club, it was so packed, because it was like a club in the inside, right? And it was like dark as hell up in there, but you know, they had the lights on and shit like that. So y'all, it was a lot. So when we get to this one section, you know, we over there, I'm talking to whoever the first person I'm seeing. I'm like, what y'all on, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was a dude, and he's like, shit, bro, what's up, take a shot? I'm like, shit, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? So me and homegirl, we like, shit, let's do it, let's take a shot. So we take another shot, y'all. This is like our 4th shot since we done lapped around the motherfucking club. So y'all, I'm already like 9 shots in, probably 10. I was hella shots in, like 15, probably. Y'all, I just can't remember. I was hella shots in. I was drunk as shit by this point. Y'all, as I'm looking around, the section next to this section that I was talking to, I see a dude back of his head, right? Y'all know who the fuck it is. It's Trent. His head is like, I could see the back of his head. And I know for a fact it's Trent. I know the back of Trent's head. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I was like, so the girl, she's like, come on, let's go to the next section. I said, I gotta go pee. She was like, really? I said, yeah, I said, let's just go back this way. She was like, no. I said, well, girl, you got it. Y'all, I was really trying to like get away so fast, because I didn't want Trent to turn around and see me. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And she was like, I see my friend anyway. So I guess she saw whoever she saw in that whatever, she get to walking off. And I'm like, okay. As I'm trying to walk away from this section, y'all, to go to the bathroom, because I have to go back the way that I came in. Why the fuck did I knock they hookah over? Y'all, when I tell y'all, only the people in the section could know that I knocked that shit over because the club is just so big and it was just so loud and there was so many people. First thing I could do, like, bro, I had like cash in my pocket too. Cause like sometimes, obviously like going out and shit, I be wanting to tip like whoever the bottle girl is or whatever, cool. Y'all, I just took like, I think like $60 out of my pocket and I just gave it to the dude and I was just like, get a new hookah. And I hurried up and walked off. Like, I literally walked off with my head put down like fast as fuck cause I'm like, fuck anybody else looking at me. I know this nigga Trent is right behind this section. Like that boy wasn't even 5 feet away. Like the sections were touching, like the backs of the sections, the couches, and I just know he was finna turn around. Like as soon as that shit dropped, you heard it and you could tell he was kind of like, he was just looking. It was only a matter of seconds before he looked back that way, right? So I heard him just gave the boy, I was like, just take it. And y'all, I think the hookah only is $40 in the club, but I think I gave his ass 60, like, cause I remember going home and I was like, damn, how much money did I give out that night? But yeah, I hurried up and walked off, y'all. I went straight to the bathroom. Like I just walked right the fuck off and went straight to the bathroom. Y'all, I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed for one, but also too, I was like, why am I seeing you here? Yeah, I was so irritated. Like, so anyway, I go in the bathroom, I go right into the stall and I just like close it and I lock that bitch and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, nigga, did I just really, y'all, I was so fucking embarrassed. I was so fucking embarrassed. Like, oh my fucking God. So I was probably in the bathroom like for a good 7 long minutes, right? Like at this point, like I'm just texting this shit, like I'm texting my friend and I'm like, bro, I just did the most stupidest shit ever. Like I just dropped this fucking hookah, everybody looking at me. I just saw somebody like I'm supposed to be talking to, like, it's like getting crazy. Like I'm telling my best friend everything, right? This bitch not responding. Y'all, I'm in the motherfucking stall just like low-key having a panic attack. So I'm like, all right, whatever, y'all. I end up peeing or whatever. I go out the stall and I go to the mirror so I can wash my hands and shit. I'm just really sitting there at the sink, like just thinking like, oh my God, like y'all, at that point I was ready to go because I'm like, I know when I walk out, I have to walk past, like, because the bathrooms is in the middle of the inside part of the club and the outside part of the club. Like the bathrooms is directly in the middle because the bar is across from it. And I'm just like, I have to, as soon as I leave out of here, I have to go directly back to my section. Cause I'm not fucking around, I'm not fooling around, I'm not playing with no bitch, no nigga, I'm not playing around with nobody. Man, y'all, I'm sitting there washing my hands, the door opens. When the door opens, I look up in the mirror cause you can see the door from in front of the mirror. Like, the mirror's right here, but you can see the door cause it's a mirror and it's fucking Trent. Bro, I literally went like this and put my head back down, just got to wash my hands. And I just was acting like, y'all, I don't know. I was just acting like, I don't know. I was just acting like something, right? This man is leaned against the wall with his foot crossed over his other foot and back against the wall like this, looking at me in the mirror, but I'm not looking at him. I could just tell like he was still standing right there because I didn't hear him walk past to go to the stall. So y'all, I'm still sitting there washing my hands and I'm just like, I look up in the mirror and I'm like, I put my head back down. He's like, I can see you, right? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you was the one who broke that hookah? And I was like, yeah. And then so he's like, so why you been acting weird towards me? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Trent. And he's like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, can we not do this here? He was like, in the bathroom? I said, no, just like here at all. Actually, period, ever in life. Like, can we not do this here on earth? You know what I'm saying? Can you get back to me when we like 6 feet under or something? Can we have the conversation then? He's like, tell me why you been acting weird towards me. And I'm like, no. Y'all, I'm drunk. And I can tell he's drunk too. Like, I can just tell he's drunk too because you're in this bathroom. Anybody can walk in any minute and have this conversation with me. So he's just like, y'all, this shit gets a little crazy. This just gets a little crazy. So he's like, I'm not leaving out this bathroom and you're not either until you tell me like what's been wrong with you. And I'm like, you're not about to hold me hostage in no bathroom. He was like, watch me. And I was like, yeah, Trent, move out my way. He's like, no, like talk to me, y'all. He kept trying to make me talk to him and I'm like, no. I knew he wasn't gonna let me out the bathroom unless somebody else was coming in the bathroom. Because obviously, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, he's really trying to get me to tell him why I haven't been talking to him. And y'all, I'm drunk. I'm not trying to get into it with this man. Like, I'm just like, I already know how this gonna go. I'm cool. Y'all, probably like a long 2 minutes and a half going on and him just like sitting there waiting on me to speak. And I'm like, I'm not telling you shit. The door finally swings open. A dude's walking in. And as he's walking in, I just start walking to the door and I walked out. Y'all, I'm literally just like, when I walked out, I'm literally going straight out the door, like out the front door. I'm not even going to the sectional. Like, I'm just going straight to my car. Cause I was just like, I was over it, y'all. I was just like, why is this nigga here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, and maybe I was being a little dramatic when I'm like, why is this nigga here? Like, I don't know. I just felt like, really, I felt embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. That's really the only reason I left. I don't know why, but I just felt embarrassed. And I was just like, as I'm walking out the door, I'm just going directly, like, I'm going straight to my car. So I go around the building and I'm walking down this long ass, well, it wasn't long, but it was probably like a 3-minute walk because I had to park far. So I'm walking to my car or whatever. Like I'm looking back to make sure he's not behind me, like, cause I'm like, he can't be no fucking fool to walk out the club with me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, cool. Y'all, I didn't plan on going home, but I did plan on just like, I just need him, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just get myself together. I'm drunk, I just can't do it. Y'all, I literally go straight to my car, and this is how drunk I was. I opened up the back doors, like I get in the back seat, but I started the car so that the air could blow through the back, but I wanted to lay down in the car, right? And then I locked the doors and everything, and I was just sitting there just like, y'all, I was just so embarrassed. Like I just wanted to like, woo! I'm getting texts from my cousin. She's like, where are you at? What are you doing? I thought she was just doing a lap around. Old girl came back, where are you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'll be right back. Like, she's like, okay, you good? I'm like, yeah. I'm checking my messages again. I get a message from Trent, and he's like, where are you? Where'd you go? You saw me walk out that fucking door. You literally saw me walk out the door. So I didn't even text back. I'm just like, so y'all, probably like good, I don't know, 5 minutes of me just sitting on that seat. Like I'm literally just laying there, like in the back seat, just like laying there. Like I got my head ducked down, and luckily my windows was tinted. That's really why, cause I just didn't want nobody to see me. Like y'all, I don't know, I was just so drunk and embarrassed, and I was like, bitch, I don't need nobody walking out the club, and they probably parked next to me talking about, oh yeah, that's the nigga that dropped that hookah. And I wasn't even upset about the hookah for real, y'all. I mean, it was embarrassing when it happened, cause everybody was looking, that was like in the proximity, but it was just more so like, what the fuck is Trent doing here? Like I feel like I was making the situation a little bit bigger than what it was, but as it was going on, I just felt like, ugh. Anyway, y'all, like I said, I'm sitting there thinking, still just sitting in my back seat. I hear a fucking knock on the window. Look back, it's Trent, literally in the window behind me knocking. And I'm like, y'all, this is some crazy shit, like for real. So I'm just like, oh brother, here we go. So I rolled down the window a little bit, y'all. It's literally a crack. I'm like, what, Trent? I'm like, what do you want? He's like, what's your fucking problem? Like, talk to me. Like, what's the issue? And I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I'm like, there's nothing to talk about. Like, what the fuck do you want me to fucking say? Like, you want me to just break out in fucking song and character and tell you what the fuck I'm feeling, because I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. You steady asking me to tell you what the fuck is wrong with me when you know what the fuck is wrong with me, because you the one who pulled that shit that you pulled when you was in my motherfucking kitchen. So now I'm finna gaslight your ass to make it seem like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but really I do, because you the motherfucking issue, you the motherfucking problem, you the motherfucking what's motherfucking wrong with me, nigga. Fuck. Your big, greasy, nasty, back, fine, little wave having ass. Fuck. He's like, open the door. I'm like, no. He's like, open the door. I'm like, no. He's like, open the door. I'm like, no. So I roll back up the window, and I literally just go back like this against the window. He's steady knocking and shit, and I'm just like, what? I'm like, nigga, like, I'm just like, why the fuck are you steady knocking? I'm not opening up this fucking door. Y'all, this nigga get the tugging on the door handles. Like, he get the tugging on my door handle, it's not opening. He tugs on the passenger door handle, it doesn't open. Then he gets around to the side of the car where the driver door is, and I'm just like, boy, it's not gonna open. Y'all, why the fuck he pulled on the handle and the fucking door open? I was like, are you shitting me right now? What the fuck? Y'all, I was like, I locked all of these doors. Has these two doors locked, but this, y'all, it was fucking weird. He gets right in the car, I'm like, how the fuck I'm like, the doors is locked. Like, what the fuck? He was like, I guess they weren't. So y'all, now I'm just like, I'm literally in the back seat while he's in my driver's seat, like, and he's turning around looking at me, and I'm just like, I'm like, what, Trent? He's like, what's your problem? Why are you acting like that? And I was just like, I don't want to talk about it. He's like, is you cool? Like, you've been acting very weird towards me. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, it's nothing. He's like, okay, so what's your problem? I'm like, I'm just like, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was being very passive with this man. I could have just told him. But like, then I didn't want to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't in the mood. Like, can you just leave me alone? Can you just go back to your section? Can you go? Can you leave me? Can you go home? Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. That's all the bitch want in this life of sin, is me to be left alone again. Like, fuck, bro. This nigga like, bro, so this nigga like, he's like, come on, man, just talk to me. I'm like, no. Like, there's nothing to say. Like, I'm like, we'll talk about it later. Like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. And he's like, okay. And I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there against the, against like the back seat, like, you know, leaned against the back seat, and like, I'm just in the back seat I'm leaned against the back seat, like my left shoulder is leaned against the back seat, and then my back is leaned against the door. And he's just still staring at me, and I'm just like, can you get out now? Y'all, this nigga climbs his big ass from the front seat all the way into the back seat, and like, goes head first, like, faces in my face, and then he like plops down in the seat next to me in the back seat. I'm just like, oh my god. Y'all, really, I was more drunk than anything. Like, I was just like, you know, when you're drunk, you just be feeling emotions a little bit too much, y'all. I was like, please, can you just go? He's like, no. So I'm like, Trent. He's like, if you don't want to talk to me, then you ain't got to talk to me. I said, okay, so why are you here? He's like, because I just want to be in your face. I said, okay. Y'all, he was like, just like getting closer to me and shit. Like, he turns, because the way I was sitting, I was like this, and then he like turns his body towards me, and he's like, did you have a good day? I'm like, we not about to do this. You're not about to ask me about my fucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's asking these questions. He's like, as he's asking the question, he's getting closer to me. He was like, cause it seemed like you didn't. Like, he's in my face now, and he's like right here. And I'm just like, this nigga know what he doing. This nigga know what the fuck he doing. This nigga know he finna This nigga know exactly. So I'm just like looking at him like, I'm looking from his lips to his eyes, to his lips to his eyes, to his lips to his eyes, to his lips to his dick. I mean, to his lips to his eyes. I'm like, don't tempt me right now. I'm drunk. I'm young. I'm turned. And this motherfucking piece will go up. Don't fuck with me right now. I'm mad. He still don't even know what the fuck I'm mad about. Y'all, drunk me? I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, he was in my face. I literally just grabbed his face like this and I just kissed him. I was like, and we was just kissing in the backseat of my motherfucking Kia K5. Kissing, running amok, turning these hoes block up. Y'all, we was kissing for like a good 10 minutes, but then it started getting heated. He started trying to grab on the glutes, on my derriere. He started trying to undress me and I said, hold on, man, hold on. We ain't doing that. I ain't no backseat rider. I'm a front seat driver. Let's hop in the front seat on these hoes. No, I'm just playing, but I'm just like, hold on. I'm like, not right here, not right now. It's not consensual. It's not it. It's not it. So we both looking at each other like, we both like, you know, just it was getting hot, y'all. It was getting hot. Like the air was on, but it's just the body heat, it was just getting hot. I'm like, we should go back in. He's like, damn, I want you so bad right now. I'm like, yeah, but you can't have me. Sorry. And now I'm just ill. I don't even just, y'all, he's so fine. He's so fine, but I was still so mad. Like, I was just so mad. Like, I'm just, can you go down below, down below, down below, down below. But yeah, so when I told him, I'm like, we should go back in. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He gave me one last kiss. He get out the car and I'm just like, I'm thinking in my head like, bitch, I'm so gullible. But I ain't gullible. But like, damn, you fine. I let you kiss me, you know I'm supposed to be mad. The fuck out my face. Your ass on. Fuck. I cut off my car. We walking back up to the club. I let him walk in first because I'm just like, I don't even know the vibes. I just told him, I said, you just go in first. He's like, all right. He go in. He go back to his little section or whatever. I go back to my cousin looking at me. She's like, what the fuck you been? I was like, shit. I said, I saw some of my friends. She was like, oh. I'm like, yeah. Y'all, we stayed at the club for maybe like another hour and a half after that. Probably like 2 hours. We stayed there for like another 2 hours after that. We was there for a while. Like, we was there for a while. Trent was texting me throughout the whole time he was there. And he's like, how long you gonna be here? I'm like, I don't know. I'm finna see with my cousin on this shit. So I asked my cousin, I'm like, what you about to do? She was like, shit, after this, I'm gonna go to another club. Like, what you about to do? I'm like, well, I could come to the club, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down, like, what you trying to do? You know, but as I'm texting Trent, he's low-key like, I want to come over tonight. And y'all, I didn't have some more shots. I'm like, it's giving come over. Like, y'all, it's giving come over. So when my cousin, she like, the club she was going to, I was just like, I'm already just like, okay, let me not try to sugarcoat it. I'm like, I really don't want to go to the club no more. Now I kind of want to go home. You know what I'm saying? Because now I want to see Trent. Because now I do want to see Trent. Because I'm like, so I had to make sure all of my other friends were good that rode with me. I'm like, what y'all gonna do? And they like, shit, they finna stay with the birthday girl. And you know, they about to do whatever they about to do with her. Hopping whoever else's car. I'm like, shit, cool with me. So I text Trent. I'm like, well, we can slide to the crib. And he's like, all right. So maybe like a little bit of time after that, I end up like, you know, saying my byes and shit. I'm like telling everybody be careful. I walk outside, I leave the club, I go to my car and I tell Trent to meet me out there, blah, blah. He ended up coming up to my car. He's in the car, y'all, we drunk as fuck by this time. And I should not have drove that night. Y'all, I should not have drove that night. And let me tell you something, I do not promote drunk driving. That is a crime, that is illegal, that is a DWI, right? That is driving while intoxicated. And y'all, I was very intoxicated and I should not have drove the night. And honestly, I don't even know how God was on my side making it back home, but he was. And I was just like, I just remember driving like really slow and cautious and careful, but everything was fucking blurred. Trent was in the fucking car, y'all. I can't even tell y'all like what the fuck we talked about because it was just like stupid shit. We just both drunk. I think I asked him like who was he at the club with and he was like some of his friends. It was somebody else's birthday too. Y'all, we get to my house. I parked the car. I just pray to God that I made it. I'm thanking God that I made it so fucking safely. Like, I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm like, cool. Y'all, we walk upstairs to get to my apartment and we walk in and I'm so drunk. He's so drunk. We both wobbling. Kobe just like looking at us like we crazy. I'm just like, oh my God, let me just, come on. I'm like, come on. I locked the door, we go in my room. Y'all, I was so drunk. Y'all, first thing I had to do, I had to go to the bathroom. So I run into my master bathroom and he's in the room just sitting on the bed. And I'm like peeing because I had to pee so bad. Oh my God, I was so pissy that night, y'all. It was crazy. I come back out, this man is stripping down. And like, y'all, this how drunk I was, let me tell y'all. Because when I walked out and I saw him stripping, I said, boy, we is not fucking. And he was like, who said we was fucking? I said, I'm just saying. He was like, I'm not finna get in your bed with club clothes on. I was like, oh, okay. Well, leave them underwear on. He was like, I was gonna leave them on. I'm like, all right, fuck, who's you talking to? Boy, fuck. We not fucking, boy. I kind of want to, but I'm mad at you. And it gotta be more romantic. Right now, I'm mad. Y'all so pissed off. So he's like, boy, shut up. And then he goes to the bathroom so he could use it. Y'all, as I'm walking over to the bed, on my side of the bed to take off my clothes, and he left his phone on the bed, and like it dings, right? And me just being nosy, cause I'm just me, like, your phone dinging. If you're not here to check it, who gonna check it? So I'm gonna check your phone, you know what I'm saying? So it dings, and it's an Instagram notification. And the person that like messaged him was this Instagram, it was another Instagram influencer, and it was a guy, and he texts Trent and was like, you still up? I'm trying to suck your dick. Y'all, I am livid at this point. Livid. Fucking livid. Livid. Trent comes back out the bathroom, and I'm just like taking off my clothes now. And now I'm irritated again. He tries to like climb on the bed and like come on the side of my neck and kiss it. And bro, I'm just like, I literally just moved his head. And he's like, there you go again, acting weird. And I'm like, y'all, I literally couldn't even hold it in. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was drunk. And I was just like, I said, no, what's weird is people trying to suck your dick this late at night. And he was like, what? And I was like, and I literally nudged my head over and I was like, your phone. And he was like, this? He was like, that ain't nobody. I'm like, okay. And he was like, okay, well, yeah. That dude, like, he gave me head one time, but now I'm like, Trent, you just was the same person that was telling me, like, it's just not adding up. Like, I just feel like you lying at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just started, you just told me that you like me, and I'm hearing so many different stories, and you saying shit on the phone to people. Just like, it's just, y'all, it just wasn't like adding up. So now I'm getting mad and I'm rambling. And I'm like, bro, like you just said, like this how I'm talking. I'm like, you just said this and you just said that, bro. Like, it's not making sense. Like, what the fuck do you want? Like, what do you want with me, bro? Like, cause we could have just stayed friends. And so he's looking at me. He's like, wait, calm down. He's like, what are you talking about? Y'all, that night. Anyway, we gonna leave it there. We gonna leave it there. We gonna leave it there. Yeah, y'all. I'm trying not to give too much detail. I'm trying to stretch out these details. Y'all, this story is a little bit different than, like, this situation is completely different with Noah's. Noah's was more so easy to tell. This shit is kind of like hard because I don't want to give too much information, but then I also don't want to like leave out information. But then I don't know how to bring certain information to it without giving out too much information, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all stay tuned for the next episode, okay? Like I said, if y'all are interested in my OnlyFans, it is in my description box below. I hope that y'all are proud of me for, you know, giving out this, giving y'all more content, you know what I'm saying? Cause y'all been in my comments like, oh yeah, don't let me wait a whole year. And I'm not gonna let y'all wait a whole year. I'm gonna give y'all this content that y'all looking for, the content that y'all desire, the content that y'all need. Everything that y'all live for in life is within these videos. Now I'm just playing, but yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this story time. Let me know how y'all feel about Trent so far, cause I feel like y'all don't like him, and I know y'all don't. But anyway, the camera's about to die. So I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click that bell on the side so that you can be notified. Make sure you tell a friend.